Greetings, social media. Greetings, YouTube. This is Tiffany Martinez. I am making another video pertaining to the Farberware air fryer, French door air fryer. I hope everyone is well. If you're new to my channel and you're interested in more videos pertaining to the Farberware air fryer, comment below as to what you may want to see next. I'm still working on making the cookies. I just not in a cookie eating mood at this time, but I am going to show the package this time fully, because I don't eat meat, and this isn't a bash video or anything like that. I'm just saying you won't see any type of other meat in the air fryer, just anything that's mock meat, veggie style, things like that. When I was doing my grocery shopping, online, I wanted something different, and I'm going through the loss of my mom this time on top of the loss of my husband. So I kind of wanted something that she used to make when we were kids, which is a meatloaf, even though this is a veggie loaf. Anyways, on the back of the box, there is no instructions for the air fryer, only the temperature of like 400, I think, for the convectional oven and a toaster oven. So I just set the air fryer for the temperature at 400, and the initial minutes was 19. So because this is my first time making this in the air fryer, I will have to stand by kind of close to make sure. I don't really care about the food. I'm making sure my air fryer is going to get destroyed, right? But I didn't know really what to put in the basket to so basically so it doesn't drip, if that makes sense. I do have some parchment paper, but it said not to put parchment paper in there, so I'm kind of trying to respect that. But at the same time, if this is designed for convectional oven, which is, I'm assuming, just your regular gas stove, your stovetop, then surely this can handle that. Now, again, on the back it said like 15 minutes, the cook time, 45, something like that. Yeah, 45 to 15 minutes, but I only put 19 because it's a trial and error type thing. I mean, when these minutes continue to click down to 0, and if the food is not cooked, then I can just add more time to it. It's not a big deal, but I'd rather not put the temperature on 400 and then set it for 45 minutes, then walk away and kind of forget about it, and then everything's a disaster. So I like to start, when it comes to this particular air fryer, I like to start at the lowest amount of time, just for safety reasons and things like that. But I absolutely love the air fryer, mostly because of the cleaning part. And if you see my first video, I still have it, but I don't use it. It's an Instapot air fryer, the extra large one, and someone else may have that one and they don't have any problems. But because I have physical disabilities, it makes it very difficult for the cleaning process. And I saw one of my friends had one of these. We actually bought them around the same time, but I didn't know anything about air fryers at that time. Had I known, I would have just picked this one. But this one, if you already own one or thinking about getting one, the only cleanup you're going to have is this bottom metal tray underneath that heating element, and it just wipes so clean. Like I'm actually excited about it because I know I'm going to be done in less than 2 minutes. So, which is really nice for me. So I don't have to stand very long. Like right now, my body's actually just screaming. It's like it's on fire. So hopefully this will cook in the 19 minutes, but if it doesn't, I will add more time. But the only reason why I'm watching it is because of the tray. That's the only reason. That's the only reason why I'm watching. I'm not too concerned about the food. Like the food, we know can be replaced, and I really don't eat these type of I guess you could say TV dinners. This is my first time. Like I said, I'm just eating this because it just reminds me of my mom. She always used to make really delicious food. So, but if this turns out to be perfect, I would definitely recommend it. At the same time, as always, use caution when you're putting anything inside your air fryer. Use as discretion. I am not an air fryer doctor trying to tell you or prescribe something for you, because that's not what I'm doing. I'm simply making these videos to show you what I am doing. You can do whatever you want to do because it's your air fryer. I'm just going to go ahead and pause it here and let it count down or whatever it's going to do and finish cooking, so I can at least move around a little bit. Alright. Okay, I am back. I don't know if you can see it right there. You can see that it's cooking very well and it's bubbling. I decided to come back come back sooner than I wanted to, because I would like to flip everything. Well, not just flip the veggie meat and stir just a tiny bit. I really don't care too much about I may not be able to do this with one hand. Just a second. Well, I guess I can at least stir the potatoes. Or not. Let me pause it. Okay, as you can see, I stirred the veggies and I flipped over the veggie patty. I lost a couple minutes while I was doing that. So, but and I was able to taste the potatoes a little bit when it was left on the spatula. And there was only a single, let me see, maybe about 2 inches worth, I suppose. Just maybe not even 2 inches. About the size of a cheese cracker, like the Cheez-Its. About that size. Just a frozen piece about that size that was left over. But everything else, well, the peas and corn, I don't think anybody will be worried about that. But when it comes to the frozen stuff, the potatoes had a little piece of frozen left to basically be cooked or melted, I guess you can say. The patty did not fall apart when I flipped it. It's very solid. Like, it's not like mushy or anything like that. And I'm down to 48 seconds, or 45 now, and it's almost done as far as the timer. Because something I have not figured out yet is, once I do, I will definitely share anything that I figure out, like on this machine, like to stop it and just be done. The only way I can figure that out is, or to reset it, is to unplug it. But I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to let it cook down and add about 5 more minutes to it. So that'll be 25. And then I guess I should have tried to cut the patty to see how that was. Like I said, it's just trial and error. I mean, absolutely love it. I do not use the gas stove for anything. I don't use the gas stove anymore, other than to heat my tea kettle, and that's it. Just to boil water. If I could figure out a way to boil the water in there, I definitely would. But I only use my gas stove to heat the hot water. That's it. That's literally it. I'm trying to get a little close so you can see that, you know how like a bubbling pizza type thing, you can see it on top just like sizzling, you know. And I know you probably can't see it from here, but inside that little puddle in the corner, it's cooking very well, and I don't think I had any problems with it. It hasn't been any hazards in regards to you know, the tray catching on fire. But like I said, I am not giving you any type of advice. Just simply saying, just try it and stand by until you know it's safe. But if it's safe for the conventional oven or your traditional gas stove or whatever you have at home, your stovetop basically, if it's safe for that, I'm thinking that it's fine for this, but that doesn't mean that it is. Yeah, you can really see it bubbling on top. I know I wasn't paid or got a free meal or anything like that through the company that I'm making the food from, nor was the air fryer free. I had to pay for it. I just, like I said earlier in the video, I just wanted something to remind me of my mom's home cooking. I'm pretty sure this won't, you know, come anywhere close, but you know, it's just the idea of it. I'm gonna pause it here and cut a little piece of the veggie patty and just make sure that it's fully cooked. You know, if everything's cooked, why let it burn? Okay, I am back and I am finished. The vegetables are fully cooked. I'm just gonna call it a meat patty, even though it's a veggie patty. It's fully cooked. I tasted the corner, and I do not have to put it back into the air fryer. See, it's soft all the way through. We already know that the veggies here, the corn and the peas, are fine. And this is, like I said, it's my first time tasting it, first time buying it. It tastes really delicious, and it definitely is something that I will buy again in the future. For those who are vegan or vegetarian or thinking about it, this tastes like a traditional stuffing, I guess you would say. Like, you know how people make a turkey and they make a side of stuffing. That's how this tastes, I kid you not. And it tastes really good, and I definitely will buy it again. Like I said, in regards to the container, as you can see, it's okay. That's just the sauce or whatever, the gravy, and it's not destroyed. I will give it a thumbs up in regards to safety. Like, I would feel comfortable on the third try that I make it to walk away. The second time, I'm just gonna put the timer on and still kind of stand by. But the third time I make it, I know I can walk away and come back when it's about halfway finished, halfway cooked, you know, and then just give it a stir and flip the patty just to make sure that the top and the bottom aren't overcooked, like crunchy and chewy at the end. The last thing I wanted to mention was, well, maybe that was it. Oh, that's what I wanted to mention. I'm so glad I looked up. Like I said, I started off with, I think it was either 16 or 19 minutes, but when I flipped it, I added 5 more minutes. So if it was 19 minutes to start, it was 25 total, you know. So, and that's less than the time that the package says in a conventional or a traditional, like a stovetop. If you found this video useful, and again, you'd like to see additional videos, be sure to give it a thumbs up and like, share, and subscribe. You guys take care of each other and go see the people that you truly, truly, truly love. And if you can't go to them, call them, text them, you know, just to check on them, all that great stuff, because that makes the grieving process a little bit easier in the end. If you wait till, I guess it's the saying used to be, you know, don't let the hearse take you to church, even though I'm not a fan of neither. Then that's kind of crazy, because if you only have time to pack in for a service, but you don't have time to go visit people when they're alive and well, then don't show up. Ashe.